so looking at number 1, we're trying to figure out what we can use as a denominator. So we started with 4. 3 can't multiply to be 4. So then we said 8. 3 can't multiply to be 8. After 8 we have 12. Can 3 multiply to be 12? Yes. And this is my list of 4, so I know it'll work for 4. Okay. So 4, what am I going to multiply it by? 3. And if I do it to the bottom, go to the top. What am I going to multiply 3 by? 4 to make it 12. If I do it to the bottom, do it to the top. I have to show the math teacher what my new problem is. What's my new problem going to say, Julia? Three over 12 plus 8 over 12. Perfect. Ta-da. Okay, 3 over 12 plus 8 over 12. 3 plus 8? 11 over 12. Can I simplify that? No, so that is my answer. Okay. The next one we're going to look at is number 3. Okay. So I have the number 12. Can 4 multiply to give me 12? Yeah, 4 times what? Times 3. So do I even have to make a list here? No. 4 can already multiply to give me 12, so let's just use that. So I have 5 over 12. We're not changing it. Minus 1 times 3 is 3. And 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. 5 minus 3. 2 over 12. Alright? Alright. Shikari said I can simplify it. What number am I going to use to simplify this? Peyton? 2. Dividing by 2. So I end up with 1 over 6. Right, the next one we're going to look at together is 5. We're going to do 5. I'm probably just going to end up doing the odd. Alright. So for number 5, I have 4 and 8. Okay. What would be a good denominator? What can they both equal? Jeremy? 8. Because 4 times 2 gives me 8. Remember, if I can look at one and know that I can multiply and make them the same, we're going to do that. If I do it to the bottom, do it to the top. So I'm going to keep my 5 there just in case I need it. 1 times 2 is? 2. 4 times 2 is? Plus, am I going to change my second one? No, it already has 8 on the bottom, so we're just going to leave that the way it is. Okay, let's add our fractions. 2 plus 3? 5 over 8. And 5 plus 4? 9. Can I simplify that at all? Always, always ask yourself if you can simplify. That's really important. All right, so next we're going to do number 7, because like I said, I think we're just going to go through and do the odd. All right, number 7. All right, so this time, can 5 multiply to give me 7? No. Can 7 multiply to give me 5? No, so let's make a list. So I'm just going to start with my first denominator, which is 7. We just said 5 cannot multiply to give me 7. So after 7 would be 14. All right, can 5 multiply to give me 14? No. 7 times 3 is 21. Can 5 multiply to give me 21? No. 7 times 4 is 28. Can 5 multiply to give me 28? No. 7 times 5 is 35. Can 5 multiply to give me 35? So that's going to be the number that I use. Okay. So 7 times 5. Do it to the top as well. 5 times 7, and do it to the top as 12. All right, remember our goal is to get that 35. All right. What's our goal? What do we want on the bottom? 35. So 7 times 5 is what gave me 35. 5 times 7 is what gave me 35. All right, so I'm going to leave my whole number, 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus, keep my whole number. 2 times 7? 14. 5 times 7? 35. Okay. 5 plus 14. 19. On the bottom? 35. What do I get in front? 10. 5 and 5 is 10. Can 19 and 35 simplify? No. That's the answer. Okay. Number 9. Can 6 multiply to give me 5 or 5 multiply to give me 6? No. So I'm going to make my list. So I'm going to start with 6. We just said 5 cannot multiply to give me 6. So 6 times 2 is? 12. Can 5 multiply to give me 12? No. 6 times 3 is? Can 5 multiply to give me 18? 6 times 4 is? Can 5 multiply to give me 24? No. 6 times 5 is? Can 5 multiply to give me 30? So what do I want my denominator to be? 30. Okay, so Jakaria, what am I going to multiply 6 by? Because we're trying to make 30. Thank you. I should only hear Jakaria back there in the back. Okay? All right, Jakaria, to make 30, because that's my goal, what am I going to multiply 5 by? 6. And if I do it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top each time. Okay, so what are my new fractions going to be, Braden? So what's this going to change to? 4 times 5 is? 20. And what goes on the bottom? It says 6 times 5. 30. Minus, on the top here, 2 times 6 is going to give me 12, and then 5 times 6 is going to give me 30. Okay. All right. 20 minus 12. Yeah, we are 8 over 30. Can 8 over 30 simplify? Raise your hand. Can 8 over 30 simplify? Jeremy?
No.
Easton? Yes. What number can go into 8 and into 30? 2. They're even. They're even numbers, so I can divide them by 2. Guys, y'all, I love putting even stuff on there. Divide by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is? 4. 30 divided by 2 is? 15. Very good. Okay, now 4 and 15 will not simplify anymore. Alright, we're going to look at number 11. Number 11. Alright, what is a good denominator here? What is a good denominator? Looking for a new hand. I'm hearing some of the same voices. What's a good denominator? I've heard Jeremy, Easton, and Peyton a lot. What's a good denominator? Well, okay, I just heard you, so not a lot, but I did just hear from you. Mary, what?
5. Wait, are you talking about to multiply by?
Not to multiply by. What number do I want to get on the bottom for both of them?
10.
10. So I know 10's already 10. Can I make 5 a 10?
Yes.
Yes, by doing what?
Multiply
By multiplying by 2. And guys, if I can just multiply one fraction, that's less math. Who in here would prefer to do less math? That's like all of us, okay. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 and 1/10 minus 1. I'm just keeping those whole numbers. Didn't do anything in the first one. 2 times 2 is 4. And 5 times 2 is 10. So 1 and 4/10, okay. So this looks kind of like those that we were looking at in our notes today. Can I do 1 minus 4? No. So I'm going to borrow from the 2. So I'm going to say minus 1. What am I going to add to the top? What am I going to add to the top? Braden Bulgar. 10. Why? That's what's on the bottom. Whatever is on the bottom is what we add to the top. Alright? 2 minus 1 is? 1. 1 plus 10 is? 11 over 10. Minus 1 and 4 over 10. Alright, 11 minus 4. What do I get there, Jeremy? 7 over 10, and 1 minus 1? 0. Do I need to write a 0 in front of a fraction? No, that would look real goofy, so I'm just going to circle that fraction because 7 and 10 will not simplify. Alright guys. That was probably one of the hardest ones on that homework sheet. You've got 6 problems left. You've got 15 minutes to work on those. So let's get to work.